This video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Map First Impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Eureka Farms. This map can be found over the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game mod hub, and as of the 1.0 release, this map is available for all platforms. Now let me read you a little bit of the description. It says, welcome to Eureka Farms, an easy place to start farming on several large fields for easy planting and harvesting. There is a large central farm area to raise animals and even place some factories. This map is seasons ready and has its own ground map for precision farming. It is also possible to use the placeable factory pack by Shaba, but please note that if you do use this pack, it is not seasons compatible. So you're going to have to pick, do I play with seasons or do I play with the placeable factories pack? If you download this mod from the website, there is a required mods section, and it does link you to the placeable factory pack for easy download. Let's go ahead and load on into the map. I did load this map up with straw harvest and seasons. There were no problems whatsoever. Go ahead and load up the log. And there we go. So here we are at our career start point. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map. And if we zoom on out, we're going to see this map is full of big fields. 13 fields in total, all fairly square, and there are some monsters, I have to tell you. If we go to the lands area, you're going to see we start out by owning the central farm here, as well as field 7, and a little section up here to the northwest. Now let's take a look at field 4. 50 hectares in size. It is fairly well distributed between loamy sand, sandy loam, and loam, with a little bit of silty clay. $1.9 million for that particular piece of property. Let's take a look here at field 8, which is 5.66 hectares, $249,000, and it is kind of split between loamy sand, 43%, loam, 37%, and sandy loam, 18%. Now, the main farm here is $344,000 to buy. Field 7 is $206,000 to buy, and it is 76% loamy sand. And then this plot right up here to the north is $20,000 to buy. Now, there is a biogas plant here on the map, and it can be purchased for $90,500. And there is a forest down here, $310,000. Small bit of land here, $46,000, and this land, $76,600. Just various places for possible factory placement. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the soil map. You can see how we have the soil map here. We've got, all of the 4 soil types. We have got loamy sand, sandy loam, loam, and silty clay, kind of flowing and ebbing around the map. Now, if we take a look here at our prices screen, you're going to see we have 4 main sell points for the bulk of our crops. We also have a lot of sell points for cotton. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sell points for cotton, 4 sell points for sugarcane. We also have a sell point for eggs and milk at the dairy, and the spinnery for our wool. And then we have the sawmill for our wood chips. We do have the bale store and bale and feed for our silage, hay, straw, and grass if we do not own the BGA. And then you can see the placeable factory pack added fill types or products are all available to sell at most of the sell points. We also have 2 sell points that are set up for our straw and hay pellets. We have a fairly large list of starting equipment. All of it is new. None of it is leased. And we do not have any animals at the start. We do have contracts also available. Field 5, 61.22 acres in size, which is right here. And that then translates to 24.7 hectares. Now let's take a look at that starting equipment. Start out with the Case Magnum CVX 145 and the John Deere 8400R. So it ranges in horsepower from 175 to 450 horsepower. We've got the Case 9240 harvester, and it is paired with the 45-foot Terraflex Draper grain header and the 12-row Capello corn header. We've got the Stratoman Aperon 3401 forage trailer, and then the TDK 302 trailer from Agroliner. We have the Cultiplow Platinum 8-meter subsoiler, the Condor 15001 Amazon Cedar. We have the Great Plains YP 25 or 2425A planter cedar combo, and it is what is that? That's not poplar, is it? Has this been what? That is. Got the Kuhn Fertilize Sprayer, and then the Breedall K165 Fertilize and Lime Spreader. We've got our front loader arms, bucket, and then we go into our placeables. We've got the pig enclosure, cow pasture, sheep pasture, and horse paddock. All of these are the base game horse area or animal areas. We also have the large chicken coop, then the grain silo, and then we have some custom sheds, water station, and our farmhouse. Now, if we take a look here at the placeables, we do have, again, we activated the placeable factory pack. Under animal pens, we have barrel production, biodiesel, board production, cheese production, chips, flour, oil, sunflower, soy drink, sugar production. And again, they make use of the animal areas, so they're under the animal pens. There are no custom buildings other than some sheds that you can put down, and we can basically sell everything on the farm if we want. If we load this map up in Farm Manager or start from scratch, this whole area is completely void of buildings. You have a massive area we could use to put down some of those production products. We've got our customize and repair trigger right here. And the bulk of our machinery are going to be in these red sheds. Move past the sheds, we're going to find our farmhouse and all of the animal areas. With these animal areas all being the base game animal areas, we really don't need to go into much detail on where things are. That is all pretty evident by just taking a look, and we've all seen these plenty of times probably at this point in time. We have our horse pen, we have our pig area, our farmhouse, our sheep to the left of the farmhouse, our horses to the right of the farmhouse, chickens, silo system, and that, guys, is pretty much the tour of the main farm. Let's go ahead and get set up for that flyover. Now, one thing that you're going to see pretty evident on this map is it's fairly flat. I mean, there's a little ebb and flow with the fields, but overall it is fairly flat. Continue our tour. Let's go ahead and check out the biogas plant. We have our fuel station down here. Got a fairly standard biogas plant from Ravenport here. 2 large pull-through bunkers. Let's fly on over here to the animal dealer. We have the animal dealer right there. One of our sell points here in the north. And kind of look across the map at this point. Now, this is the small area that we own at the start. As best I can tell, this is just a potential area for placing a building or a factory. Let's just grab a random factory here. Biodiesel production. And you can see that they will fit here, depending on the factory. You probably put 1 or 2 of them here. Probably a different one. Flour production. Depending on how you orientate it and everything, you could probably put 1 or 2 up here in this area. And then we have our dairy for eggs and milk sales. We have our sawmill. Down at the corner of the map. Here we have another sell point. Sawmill is kind of nestled back here amongst the trees. Really the only viable forest area. We have our wood chip sell point, our log sell point there. Not a lot of trees here either. A pretty light forestry area. If you're wanting to do forestry, this is probably not going to be the map of choice. Sell point there. Got our spinnery. And I'm just going to loop back here to the shop, which is literally right next to the main farm. That's where we're going to grab our Mahindra and do a little bit of a drive around. Got our customize, repair, and trade sell point right here beside the shop. We have our shop trigger. And there we have a very large area for our equipment to spawn into. With fields as big as they are here on this map, you're going to be using lots of large equipment. And therefore, it's important that you have plenty of area for your big stuff to spawn in here at the shop. All right, let's head over here to the left. There's one sell point that we didn't go to on the fly around. And it's way over here to the east. Overall, the map is a fairly basic map. It should play very well. I would expect it would have a modest slot count on consoles. I just have no way of looking at that information. We have our first dump station here, and whoa, that is pretty rough. That is a very steep incline on that. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on here. This is the warehouse. Warehouse is going to accept all of our crops, as well as the production products. And we have the bale store, one of the two hay, straw, grass, and silage buy points. We'll make our way up here to the biogas plant. Here we have our digester and our two large silage bunkers. Number 1 and number 2. We have our digestate pipe right there. Fuel point. Traffic is fairly slow on the map. Probably standard Giants speed there. Here we have our animal dealer. And the rest of this whole area is really just decorative. Kind of a shame because this could be could have been used as a sell point. This particular building was a sell point on TNTmodding's other map. It's Bucks County. That was the map name. Yep. We have another sell point. This one is the feed supply company. And fairly high unloading ramps there. We've got fairly large grass berms the edge of the fields. So we shouldn't have any issues with hired helpers getting tied up with road traffic. Fairly wide roads here with respect to bringing in big, wide equipment. Didn't have any issue with bringing that along the roads, other than, of course, the slow traffic. And we have this area here, which is that placeable area that we own at the start. We have our dairy sell point. Pretty easy road network to get around. Not a lot of excessive intersections, but still there's multiple ways to get to any one destination. Here we have the old grain mill and bale and feed. Bale and feed is the second of the silage, hay, straw, and grass points other than the biogas plant. There's bale and feed right here. The old grain mill was back at the dump station. And we'll head down here to the sawmill, transport company, and spinnery to close out our video. Beaver Brothers Sawmill. And as I said during the fly around, it's not really a densely, not really planted forest, but populated forest. It would be fairly easy to completely clear cut this whole area. So we've got our log sell point there. Wood chips. You're behind us. Sneak up out of the forest. To the transport company. I think if the map author was going to do a revision on the map, it would be good to lower all of those dump stations a bit. They're a bit extreme. Then we have our spinnery for our wool and cotton. So guys, that is going to do us for Eureka Farms. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the map? What do you think of the inclusion of the placeable factories pack? And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.